Have you ever noticed the strange way we talk about sudden windfalls? We say money appeared from nowhere, as if it just materialized out of thin air. Yet we spend all our energy looking for it somewhere specific. A job, a client, a winning lottery ticket. We acknowledge a source beyond our five senses, and then immediately turn our backs on it to go digging in the dirt. I know that feeling of urgent need all too well. That hollow pit in your stomach when you look at your bank account and the numbers just don't add up. It feels like you're trapped in a room with shrinking walls, and there are no visible doors. You've been taught to fight, to scramble, to find a way out. But what if that desperate struggle is just a grand, cosmic misunderstanding? What if you've been staring at the lock, completely forgetting that the key has been in your pocket the entire time? In our time together today, we are going to unlock that door for good. We're going to do something truly unique by exploring the powerful intersection where two titans of thought meet. We will take the profound inner technology of Neville Goddard, his method of mentally living in the end result, and we will fuse it with the glorious, unapologetic boldness of Reverend Ike, who taught that money is not mere paper, but God in action. We're uniting Neville's quiet, internal vision with Ike's roaring, external claim to abundance. This is about so much more than just attracting cash. This is about activating a unified state of prosperity consciousness. You're about to learn that the law of assumption isn't just about thinking a new thought. It's about embodying a new reality so completely that the universe has no choice but to reflect it back to you seemingly from nowhere at all. So let's talk about that cosmic misunderstanding, that grand mix-up at the heart of our struggles. The problem isn't the empty bank account. The problem is where we are placing our attention. Neville Goddard understood this better than anyone. He taught that your imagination is the one and only creative power. It is the workshop of God. Now, most of us treat our imagination like a cosmic complaint department. We walk in every morning, clipboard in hand, and start listing all the things that are wrong. We say, I am broke. I am worried. This will never work. And the universe, being the infinitely obliging customer service agent that it is, says, your order has been received, and promptly delivers more reasons to be broke and worried. We are, in a very real sense, already experts at living in the end. We're just living in the end of a reality we despise. Think of your mind as a magnificent 24-hour diner. You are the only customer and the only chef. Your feelings and assumptions are the orders you place. When you are consumed by a feeling of urgent need, you are shouting into the kitchen, give me an order of desperate lack, with a side of anxiety, and make it snappy. And your subconscious mind, the ever-faithful short-order cook, whips it up and serves it right to you on the hot plate of your circumstances. This is where the glorious Reverend Ike would bang his fist on the counter and say, honey, you own the whole diner. Why are you ordering greasy eggs when you have the divine caviar in the back? He and Neville were serving the same truth from different sides of the counter. Neville gave you the secret recipe, the internal technique. Ike gave you the permission, the divine authority, to order the most expensive thing on the menu without apology. He knew that the substance of that meal, that money, was God in action. It wasn't just paper, it was the divine showing up as your supply. If you're enjoying this recipe for reality so far, and you want more meals from the Cosmic Cookbook, go on and tap that like button and subscribe for more good things. The trick then isn't to fight with the plate of cold, greasy eggs in front of you. Don't send it back to the kitchen with a long, angry letter. That's just ordering more of the same. The game is to simply change your order. You close your eyes for a moment and decide what you truly want to feast on. Instead of the bitter taste of lack, you imagine the rich, satisfying flavor of security. You feel the warmth of relief spreading through you, the same feeling you would have if the money were already in your account. You are placing a new order, not with words, but with feeling. But you can't stay in that mental diner forever, darling. You've placed your order, you've felt that delicious feeling of relief. Now you have to get up from the booth and walk out into your day. And this is where the performance begins. This is where Reverend Ike would grab you by the shoulders, look you square in the eye and ask, "Who do you think you are?" Because most of you walk around like you're apologizing for taking up space. You shuffle into a room with your head down, shoulders hunched, radiating an energy that says, "Please don't notice me. I can't afford to be here." You look at a price tag and you don't just see a number. You flinch like you've been slapped. You've got that poverty posture, that lackadaisical slump. You're wearing like it's a cheap suit you got on clearance. And honey, it does not look good on you. This is not fake it till you make it. This is the law. Your outer world must conform to your inner conviction. If you have truly accepted the feeling of the wish fulfilled on the inside, you are now required to act like it on the outside. It is an act of faith made visible. You have to strut. Yes, I said strut. Walk with your head held high. Swing your arms. Enter a room like you own the mortgage, even if you're just there to use the free Wi-Fi. Your body has to get the memo that a change has occurred. Your self-image is not just a thought, it's a posture. And for goodness sake, watch your mouth. Stop having conversations about how broke you are. Stop bonding with people over your shared misery and how expensive gas is. That's a poverty party, and you are no longer on the guest list. When someone asks you how you're doing, I want you to stop reciting your list of woes. You take a breath, smile, a real smile, and say, "Everything is always working out for me." Say it with the casual confidence of someone stating that the sky is blue. You are not lying. You are speaking a higher truth into existence. What's one of those little poverty habits you know you need to drop? Maybe you're still saving the good towels for guests who never come, or reusing a tea bag until it's just sad tinted water. Go on and confess in the comments. Let's have a good laugh at these habits and kick them to the curb together. You see, this isn't about fooling other people. Who cares about them? This is about convincing your deeper mind. It's about creating a seamless reality, inside and out, when your walk, your talk, and your inner feeling are all singing the same song of abundance. The universe has no choice but to turn up the volume and play it back to you. You stop being a person to whom money might come, and you become the person who money is looking for. You become a magnet, and your only job is to be the most unapologetically magnificent, glorious, and magnetic version of you that you can be. Now here comes the part where most of you fall off the horse. This is the reality check. You did the work. You went into your mental diner, placed your order for abundance, and felt that glorious wave of relief. You strutted around your living room with that new posture, and then you wake up the next morning. You look at the world, and it looks suspiciously like the same old world. The bill is still on the counter. The email from your boss is still demanding, and the number in your bank account has not magically changed. And what do? You panic. I know you do. Don't lie to me. You grab your phone and you check your banking app. Nothing. You close it. You wait 30 seconds, as if the digital banking system is a slow-cooking roast, and you check it again. Still nothing. You start negotiating with the universe. Well, maybe tomorrow. Maybe it takes a full 48 hours. You start looking for signs, for crumbs, for any little proof that it's working, and in doing so, you are screaming into the cosmos. I don't believe it. I don't have it. You have just canceled your own order. This is the great test. This is the moment that requires true persistence. This is where you must master the art of denying the senses. Your 5 senses are professional tattletales. They only report on old news. They are showing you the harvest of the seeds you planted yesterday, last week, last year. You cannot judge the success of your new planting by looking at the old, withered crops still in the field. Neville called this persistence in the assumption. Reverend Ike would call it refusing to look at the ghetto. Both mean the same thing. You must turn your back on the evidence that contradicts your new reality. Think of it this way. You have planted a seed of abundance in the dark soil of your subconscious mind. It is now underground, in the unseen, gathering its substance, pushing out roots. Are you going to be the fool who runs out into the garden every 10 minutes with a little shovel to dig up the seed and see if it's growing? Of course not. You would kill it. Yet that is precisely what you are doing when you frantically check your accounts and wallow in the appearance of lack. You are digging up your seed with doubt. Your job now is not to look for the money. Your job is to live from the feeling that it is already done. When that old feeling of worry creeps in, you don't fight it. You simply turn your attention away from it, like turning away from a boring television show. You remind yourself, no, that's old news. I have already placed my new order. My supply is here. This isn't a battle. It's a gentle but firm redirection of your focus. This persistence is the rain and sunshine that your seed requires. Leave it alone and let it grow. The time gap is not a punishment or a sign of failure. It is the sacred, necessary interval required for a seed to become a tree. So you have the map from Neville and the rocket fuel from Ike. You understand that you must plant the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your imagination, and then guard it fiercely from the weeds of doubt. Now, it is time to synthesize this knowledge into a single, devastatingly effective practice. This is our secret weapon. I call it the Now Here switch. We are going to consciously switch our focus from the money being nowhere to it being now here. Here is your exercise. Find a quiet moment, just for a few minutes. Close your eyes. I don't want you to strain to visualize stacks of cash. That's too small, too literal. Instead, I want you to feel the result of that money. I want you to conjure the deep, soul-level sigh of pure relief. Feel the tension leaving your shoulders as you imagine paying every single bill with a smile and a feeling of gratitude. Feel that gentle warmth spreading through your chest, the undeniable sensation that says, I am secure, I am safe. All is well. Dwell in this feeling. This is your new home. This is the new order you are placing with your subconscious mind. Now, slowly open your eyes. Here is the critical part. Do not let that feeling go. It is now your most precious possession. I want you to stand up. Right now, pull your shoulders back. Lift your chin. Put a small, knowing smile on your face. This is the posture of a person who is secure. This is the walk of someone who knows their supply has already arrived. You are carrying the feeling state from the unseen world out into the seen world. Your body is now broadcasting the very signal your mind just created. And this is where you must be vigilant. Throughout your day, the old reality will try to get your attention. Your job is not to fight it, but to protect your new creation. Every time you check your bank account looking for the money, you're performing a mental abortion on your own desire. You are telling the universe you do not trust the process. Stop digging up the seed to see if it's growing. Your mental diet must be strict. Your only job is to return to that feeling of relief. That's it. You have done the work. Now let the law do its work. This is the great secret. You are not a supplicant begging for scraps from the universe's table. You are the one who sets the table. The power was never out there to be found. It was always in here, waiting to be claimed. This whole time you have been looking for a savior, when you were always the operant power. The feeling of relief is your prayer, and your confident posture is the amen. The only affirmation you will ever need is this: I am the source and substance of my own supply. Say it, feel it, walk in it. If you are ready to master this divine authority, to stop asking and start being, then subscribe to this channel. We are building an army of creators who understand this unified law, who walk in the power of both the inner vision and the outer strut. We are done with the poverty party. We are here for the feast. So stop looking for money. Money is looking for you. And darling, it is about time you stopped playing so hard to get. The destination it is searching for is I am. The only password it accepts is wealth mindset.